Not every glow up has to be drastic. Sometimes it's just becoming a little softer, a little calmer, and a little more like yourself again. After a long school quarter, I realized I didn't need a complete transformation. I just needed a reset, mentally, emotionally, and in my daily habits. So, in this video, I'm sharing the soft spring glow up that's helping me feel grounded, focused, and quietly becoming the woman I'm growing into. Spring always feels like a fresh start, but this year I didn't want a drastic glow up. I wanted something softer, more intentional, more realistic. And this started with me doing some things to make me feel like myself. So I'm going to do my micro dermaplaning to get all the extra peach fuzz off my face and my few chin hairs. I start off by applying my cleansing oil to my face. I don't like to do it dry. And then I'm just taking this single blade, pulling my skin taut. And as you can see, the dead skin, the fine hairs are all rolling off. I know that no one can see this but me, but doing this makes me feel good. And that's what I'm leaning into this season in my life. Leaning into the things that make me feel good, make me feel happy, and make me feel more like myself. And making sure that my skin looks and feels smooth to me is what makes me feel good in this season. I'm leaning into my soft era, so that starts with my skincare. So I'm just going around my entire face, making sure that I get all the areas that I want to target. This is something that I don't have to do, but I want to do. And I have the freedom of choice, so I'm going to do the things that I want to do. And I love how snatched my eyebrows got with this dermaplaning. Now that I've dermaplaned, I'm going to emulsify the oil to make sure I get any extra dirt and oil off of my face. Once I get the oil off my face, I am going to cleanse. And after dermaplaning, I like to be gentle on my skin because I've just done a physical exfoliation basically. So I'm using my CeraVe foaming cleanser, which I use on the daily. I just love this. It just works. It does what needs to be done for my oily skin. And right now it's nighttime, so I'm going to do a few extra steps so that my skin can absorb all the benefits of my skincare. So I'm using this snail mucin to moisturize and hydrate my skin. I love the way this makes my skin look and feel. It's just so glowy. And this is a makeup product, but Danessa Myricks also infuses her makeup with skincare. So I'm using the Yummy Skin Repair Balm, the Moisture Balm. And like I said, I've done a physical exfoliant tonight by dermaplaning. So I just want to hydrate and moisturize my skin as much as possible and protect my skin barrier to keep it healthy and to keep out anything that would harm my skin. Then I'm going to top that off with my skin oil. I know I have oily skin, but you have to keep skin moisturized regardless, because if I dry it out, that's just going to build up the sebum and make my skin even more oily throughout the day. So taking the nighttime to make sure I looked like a hot now Krispy Kreme glazed donut. And this just makes me feel so good. Coupled along with the physical glow up, first, I started with my mindset, not trying to change everything, just asking myself, what would make me feel more calm, more grounded, more like myself again? So just sitting with those questions and really taking the time to think about it allowed me to have the mindset reset that I needed and to have the mindset glow up that I needed. And what I really realized is that I wanted to pour more into myself and start prioritizing me more so that I can show up better for everyone else. After my mindset reset, then I focused on small habits. Waking up a little earlier to get my workouts in and done for the day and to feel energized. Getting outside more. I'll take 20 to 30 minutes during my planning period and go for a walk around the school building. Being conscious of drinking more water. Things that seem small but really shift your energy. It's very important for me to shift my habits because I want to be healthy, I want to be strong, I want to feel good, I want to look good, and I want to be around for a long time for my family. So that starts by filling my cup and pouring into me. And for another part of the glow up portion of this reset, I'm taking these 10 to 12 millimeter lash clusters. I got them from a recommendation of an influencer, I am Lola, and I'm going to do my lashes. And I like to do these lash clusters because it saves me time in the morning because I'm really starting not to like mascara the older I get. So this saves me so much time and I feel like I look put together even if I don't have on makeup. So I like to start with the lash bond on my lashes. I use this lash glue that I got from the beauty supply store. I like to double up on the glue to help them last longer. These really didn't last too long. They lasted a week, but I think my bond glue is old. I have some more coming in, but I didn't want to wait. Easter was coming. So once I dip the cluster in, I start with the 12 millimeters on the outside and I put 2 to 3 clusters, and then I'll switch to the 10 millimeter on the inside. But ever since I discovered clusters and this method, it has been amazing. Changed my makeup routine. And then with this glue, you have to hold it up there for a few seconds while the glue sets. But it is super easy, does not take long at all. Sometimes I just forget how to hold my hand, but I just love the end results and the process of doing this. It's just so relaxing and calming for me anytime that I'm doing my makeup. And the eye patches, just had time to relax my under eyes because I just feel like as a mom I just look tired all the time, and maybe it's just me. So I'm just trying to do everything to mitigate that. So I'm just showing you all my process, putting the bond on my actual lashes, dipping the clusters into the glue, holding the lash in place for a few seconds, and then moving on. And these are only 12 millimeters and 10, nothing dramatic. My new lashes that are coming in are going to have more of that cat eye effect, but these worked perfectly and got the job done and got the look that I wanted. And I go for this look when I just want something quick, clean, simple, and subtle. And then once all the lashes are on, I'm going to take the seal because the glue is still a little bit sticky and tacky, and I put that on the top of the lash line as well as the bottom. And then I'm going to go through with my tweezers just to squeeze them in place and to make sure that everything looks uniform and together. And this right here is the glow up that I needed. I'm feeling good. It's giving glazed donut. The lashes just bring it all together, and I feel like they make my eyes look whiter, brighter, and more open. The next reset is a lifestyle reset. Nothing extreme. Simple things like cleaning and organizing my space, refreshing my wardrobe by decluttering and reorganizing my closet, which that video is already up and you all have seen that. And then I refresh my wardrobe. I do have a spring capsule wardrobe haul coming soon where I just added some important foundational pieces to my wardrobe that I was missing to fill in those gaps and to make dressing in the morning a lot easier and more intentional. And then just taking care of myself more intentionally. So when I have a clean space, specifically my designated areas, I have a clearer mind. I can move more intentionally. And again, pouring into myself, doing the things that make me feel like me, and doing the things that I love and make me feel good. So I knew that I needed to make sure my spaces were clean, to find things, to be able to get ready quicker, and just to feel comfortable in my space. And reorganizing my closet just made getting dressed, putting together outfits more easy. And then adding those foundational pieces is just going to bring my wardrobe together and make my wardrobe and getting dressed more intentional no matter what the occasion. The last physical part of this reset is doing my nails. I love having my nails done. I've been doing them myself since 2018. I love press-ons. I love the different options that I can get. I love the versatility. I love that I can change them. I had been giving my nails a break for a little bit because my real nails were actually a little bit brittle and they were cracking and breaking. But Easter was coming up, so I had to have them done. So I'm starting off by going through and picking the correct sizes for my nails. And whenever I do my press-ons, I do like to give myself a little mini manicure before putting on the press-on nails. And I start off with this Sally Hansen cuticle remover. You all, this is so easy and so simple. You just have to let it sit on your cuticles for about 15 seconds. Then you take your cuticle pusher and all of that skin, cuticle, whatever is on the nail comes off, and this makes the process so smooth and easy. And I use this all the time, but I usually use like an e-file, but this time, since my nails were feeling a little bit sensitive, I just went with manual stuff, and this worked just fine. People actually thought that these press-ons were my nails or acrylics, so this works. You don't even need an e-file. And you can see all of the gunk coming off my nails right here. Once I have my cuticles pushed back and they're all clean, I'm taking some acetone to etch my nail a little bit so that the press-ons can adhere, and also to clean and dry out the nail bed so that the press-ons can adhere better and last longer, and there is nothing in the way of my flawless manicure. And then I'm taking a small nail brush and dipping it in a little bit of the acetone as well, and I am going to apply a thin layer of that to the press-ons because this etches the nail without having to use an e-file or nail file or any type of drill. Again, this allows for better adherence to my actual nail, and this adds to the longevity of my press-on set. And you know what, you all, as I'm thinking and going through this glow up and reset, honestly, this soft glow up worked better for me than any extreme reset because it actually felt and feels sustainable, and it feels like me. I think that is so important. Then I start applying the nails. I use Gorilla Glue as my nail glue. I have been doing it for years. Y'all can say what y'all want. It just works, and it doesn't damage my nails. My nails are very tender and brittle right now because I've been ripping off my press-ons instead of soaking them. But I apply some to my actual nail, spread it out, apply some to the press-on, take that press-on and spread it out. I apply it at an angle, pushing it as close to the nail bed as possible, and then I hold it down for 15 to 30 seconds. Trying not to get air bubbles, but it happens. But I do the best that I can to make sure that it is adhering to my nail. And I just continue the same process on each nail, applying some to my actual nail bed, spreading it out, applying some to the press-on, spreading it out on the nail, and then applying the press-on at an angle as close to the cuticle as possible, and then I hold it down on my finger for 15 to 30 seconds to make sure that they adhere to one another. Once I have all my nails on, I go in with a nail file and I'll just define the shape more across the top, because sometimes there's like a little tab at the top, and then I'll go behind my nail to file it out and to make sure that none of my nail is peeking through the sides to make it a more seamless look. And then I'm going to take this top coat. I use the Beetles brand. This brand has not failed me yet. I usually do a gel builder, but I skipped that step this time. I don't know why, I just did, and I think I was ready to go to bed because this was late at night. Because one of the hacks or tips that I've learned throughout doing my own press-ons is that I need to do them at night because I need to keep my hands dry for as long as possible to make sure that the nails basically cure overnight and adhere to my actual nail. So if I do them during the day, I may need to wash my hands or do something with the kids. But I do this right before I'm about to go to bed so I don't have to worry about my hands getting wet, so that the nails are curing the entire time that I'm sleeping. And I'm just applying a thin layer of top coat to each nail, and then I'm going to cure each hand for 90 to 120 seconds just to make sure that that top coat has cured and it won't be chipping or cracking anytime soon. Once the top coat is cured, I take some jojoba oil and I use that for my cuticles and my hands to moisturize them. I massage that into my cuticles and into my hands because at this point my hands are super dry. And then I have my full set done. It comes out looking like I've been in the salon, but I did it myself. I tell y'all, I'm a DIY girly through and through. If I can do it myself, I will do it myself. And this was the perfect spring Easter set. Too cute, too good. This glow up was not about perfection. It was about becoming, slowly, softly, and intentionally. So if you are into glowing up, if you are into resetting and leaning into your soft era, you are in the right place. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching and going on this journey with me. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.